What is going on, everyone? My name's Boit, and I'm back with some more Age of Mythology. The Titans action spawning in the bottom of the map in the red color, playing as a Loki. His name is Batuhann. His opponent today in the blue color. Currently undefeated in this tournament thus far. His name is Tigerboss, and he is playing Kronos. Exciting time to be sure. Meta players are hosting yet another tournament. I believe this is their season 3 finale. So this means there's going to be another season, which means the points for their ladder gets reset and all the other good stuff happens. So what does the end of season 3 mean really for this tournament? It just means that people get invited to play kind of vibes, I think. I could be wrong about that. And it's just the best of the best of the best, sir, with honors. And we see how it all unravels. So let's just go into a little bit of a history here. So Tigerboss is a kind of recent powerhouse that's come through with his Atlantean. It's been kind of dominating. He's a really, really strong Atlantean player, definitely in the top 16, if not the top 8 of the current Age of Mythology player base with his Atlantean. And he's only really been having success in tournaments in the past year-ish. I don't remember him really winning last year. So he's a super solid player with a lot of skills and a lot to prove as well. So that's a thing to keep in mind when you're watching these games. His opponent today, Batuhann, unfortunately, this is the first time I've actually seen him in a tournament participating. Whether that be if he doesn't participate very often or I just don't watch the games very often. But this is the first time I've seen him, but he's been impressing. He definitely played some very, very good Poseidon in the first series. And he played a nice Kronos game as well. And we'll see. And he also played a decent Odin. So he's kind of a bit of a random god type player, which means great things for the future of AOM in terms of the players that are coming up. Because if you get random god players to some degree, not necessarily just pure random god players, but players that have like 5 or 6 picks that are really strong, then you get a really, really interesting variety of tournaments when you actually watch the tournament play. And I think it's a really good thing for Age of Mythology. So great to see Batuhann doing that. And beyond all that, just to give another shout out, if you want to see more tournament RTS games, you just got to head over to MetaPlays, check out their forums, and or even just the tournament structure and see what's going on there, because they've got Age of Empires 4, they've got StarCraft 2, they've got Warcraft, they've got Warcraft 3, I think, they've got Halo Wars, they've got Spellforge 3, I believe it's called. I could be wrong, correct me if I'm wrong. But very, very exciting stuff. Lots of really fun things going on over there as we are now seeing the 4 SETI coming through. I don't read these shenanigans here. Anyways, I can't read Turkish now. These guys are both Turkish, so that's their life. And that is, and this is the entire group is actually a Turkish group, so they're all probably really familiar with each other's game styles. And Tigerboss going through Prometheus. Not going for any early game shenanigans here. He's just hanging back. Obviously, it's going to be a little bit tough to push off Hunt. But right now in this game, if Tigerboss is going to be really happy with what he has here. He's got back Hunt over here. He's got the Gazelle over here. He's got a Rhino that he can eat like right next to a tower, which is going to be beautiful. He's going to be really happy with that one. As Batuhann going to be making his Bursey battle friends. Be moving forward here and seeing what they can see. As the Hersa, very scary looking, moving forward. Batuhann did hit the classical age, or not quite that fast, but he's got a lot of Hersa out while hitting the classical age at 430. So that's actually really good. His economy or his population is currently at least 5 in front of Tigerboss here, which is a decent thing here. As the Promethean Offspring do get deleted, they're going to be moving forward, looking for something to take out here. If we can come and hit these villages or something, it can be really, really nice. But Batuhann is already ready, moving the troll over there to defend that position there. As the Hersa are going to be swinging around the side, looking to take out some villages in the back of the map. As the walls coming down over here and doing their thing as well. Meanwhile, we've got one barrack set up and one counter barrack. So making a handful of Terma here. I generally think that you should make a handful of Terma, like maybe stopping them at some point here. If you got enough food on the map, you can be fine here to grab these rhinoceros and make and then transition into like mass Murmillo or something and then react to what's happening. But you definitely want to build a handful of Terma just so you can have the hero archers, which normally I don't like, but against Norse, not a bad idea to have them to take out the trolls and things like that. Otherwise, it can be a little bit difficult. So we do see the oracles come forward, and Tigerboss just says, nope, no free favor for you. Going to delete that. And the game continues. 51 pop, 53 pop for Tigerboss, 52 for Batuhann, as he is definitely going to be struggling to find his way into his opponent's base. Like, look at this water here with the wall on this position. We see these citizen moving forward to grab the hunt right in the middle of the map. You can throw a house down here or a manor down here as well to defend this. Time shifted over here as well can be completely fine. As the unit's moving forward here for Tigerboss, but Batuhann's already going to be ready for this one. So he might want to bait this position in, like sit outside of the line of sight just a little bit here as Tigerboss moves in, and Batuhann not really baiting that how I would have liked. Maybe pulling a little bit over here and then pushing in from behind as the units pushing could have been a way forward, but not what he wanted to go for. There's more units moving forward. The lion's going to get eaten up here as well. As in it comes, and it attacks, and it dies. Happy days. So, little known fact, probably not, but lions are actually huntables. So you get the full bonus from getting hunting dogs on them as the Herso push forward, pushing Batuhann back here. I would say that the progression here for Batuhann's fairly simple. What he's going to want to do is build all this Herso and get a respectable heroic age time, and then just kind of run around the side, flaming weapons, kill off the town center, kill off everything in Batuhann's base. Sorry, in Tigerboss's base, and then Batuhann will attempt to win there. And whereas Tigerboss needs to play a little bit differently, make sure he can get to the Mythic Age, make sure he can get those line upgrades to make his infantry strong and not take bad fights here. As the Herso move forward here, and they will decide to take this fight just a little bit as a troll spawn does come through, and we do see that Valor does get dropped. There's lots of damage coming in as Tigerboss can't really continue to take this fight too easily here, as the villagers in the middle of the map with no mana close to them looking very, very scary, or they should be looking very, very scared here. So Murmillo going to take this fight nicely here. And we'll see how this one's going to go. 95 pop for Batuhann to 87 for Tigerboss. It's a nice amount of it for him here, as he really wants this fight. We see the Valkyrie going straight after those villagers in the middle of the map here. No real upgrades for the Tigerboss military, apart from medium infantry here, as a Valkyrie spawn comes through. 85 pop for Tigerboss, and 75 for Tigerboss, 84 Batuhann, as these Hersos should continue to be producing more myth units here. He gets a troll, which might not be enough here, but maybe it will, as more Herso are going to be coming in to this position to continue the fight. Tigerboss definitely going to be struggling a lot here. He's deciding to pull back, as there's now maybe too many myth units for him. He does still have one hero Murmillo. Making another hero unit might be a necessity here, but Tigerboss is okay. And Batuhann, on the other hand, hurting just a little bit. He might be able to turn and take this fight, but not really 100% what he's going to want here. As, like I said, he needs to get to the heroic age. I'm surprised he took that fight. It was probably a little bit unnecessary. As Tigerboss now, let's take a look at his base. He's got himself the one military barracks here producing Murmillo. Over here is producing Murmillo. And the only thing really that Tigerboss is missing is an armory and copper mail. If he gets that out, he's going to be in a really good position to put some serious pressure onto his opponent. As we see the Promethean offspring swinging around here, going after these dwarves and everything else. And we'll see how it's all going to go here as this game continues. Units in the middle. What are we doing is the big question here. As the Murmillo just kind of sitting in the back, not really doing all too much. They're just kind of hanging out, but he needs to think about getting himself some upgrades for those Murmillo, because when and if Batuhann, like if he had Copper Mail here, he could just easily push off this location and be completely fine. We do see some hero Terma being created there, which I don't mind. Pushes Tigerboss just a little bit over the population cap here. The armory is up and Copper Mail is coming through. So this is going to be a big timing for Tigerboss to hit. Well, kind of. So these Murmillo go up to 35% hack armor, or they're at 35%, and they go up to 41 as the fight continues here. And this is going to be a little bit of a different fight here, as those Terma, they need to be taking down the trolls, which they are doing nicely here, which means that most of those myth units are going to be getting dealt with, as the Terma are now starting to get attacked. 104 population, 101 population. We do see both players have actually got the Copper Mail, though, on this fight. So a nice play here from Batuhann. Is it going to be enough or not is the big question, as both players are going to be fighting this one out. We do see a huge Einhjar spawn. That might be enough to turn the favor in this fight to Batuhann, as he manages to clean up this army and is going to be in a commanding position, happily holding this location over here to eat the food while pushing through, taking everything down. We see the Einhjar spawns. So many Einhjar spawns here. Beautiful. There's also the Valkyries coming. No more trolls coming. Absolutely huge. The Batuhann is able to continue pushing down these units, and like we are seeing Tigerboss trying to fight this one back, but without the economy to produce heroes, those myth units are just going to be doing so much damage. We even see a troll spawn here as well, as Batuhann's got plenty of resources in the bank, and in that moment, Tigerboss is going to tap out. GG, well played by Batuhann. I didn't notice the armory up and the Copper Mail coming through, but it was absolutely clutch, because that was completely Tigerboss's plan, was to just edge out Copper Mail and then take a fight that's good for him. But guess what? The actual advantage of Copper Mail is even better for the Loki player, because it gives 15% extra hero hack vulnerability instead of just 10%. And Batuhann knows that, as he pushed in and took that win there. One thing that could have been an idea is, instead of continuing the Terma, making some Kara Ballista here and just sitting back and being a little bit more defensive with that. Could have been a way forward, but Tigerboss doesn't go for it. But now Batuhann has leveled the series. We'll see if he's going to be able to take it or not. If you guys enjoyed this game, please consider hitting the follow on the Twitch. If you're on the YouTube, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next game.